give Delaware a lot of credit. I think we missed 2 layups that really could have changed the game, and they were uncontested layups. I think we didn't make threes, which we've been getting. You know, I think if we make a couple more shots and talk a little bit better on defense, that we have a chance to win that game. But those things don't have to do with effort. And I give Delaware credit. I mean, you know, if you know basketball, they have size and they have you know, some quickness, and you know, they beat us.
Questions?
Coach, what was wrong with the shooting today? I mean, you guys came into the country one of the best teams in the country at the three-point.
For some reason, people don't understand this, that when you shoot 40%, sometimes you shoot 60 and sometimes you shoot 20, and it comes out to 40. You don't shoot the same every game. No team, no player does. And tonight was one of those nights where, you know, we shot 12% on threes, and there's been games where we've shot 60% on threes. You know, so that's basketball.
John, given what you were up against, did you ever feel comfortable even when you had an 11-point lead in the first inning?
You know, personally, I'm never comfortable till the final.
No, I understand that.
But we were playing well, and we were playing hard. And again, I give Delaware credit. We missed some big shots, and then, you know, we left Salle open for a 3 that I think might have put him up 3 when it was tied. And that was just a miscommunication. I mean, how you leave the other team's best player wide open is beyond anyone. But sometimes, you know, it happens. And like I said, it's not effort. That might be confusion, but it's not effort.
Did Lewis for them not make a big difference? 18
Oh,
seconds.
Probably the most disappointing thing was that we didn't do a better job guarding him as a young player. He's very good, and he's quick, and it's not easy to guard him. But you know, we have some good guys that are a little bit older, and they should be able to defend a good young player, and we didn't.
Did you want that last shot to go to Tyreek when he got to the rim? And
Yeah,
that was the
that
play.
was fine.
You were clear out to get him. Okay. Just didn't get there for whatever reason. But he just was.
Well, he got right there, and
Right.
you know, it's one of those things where the official said he got all ball, and he probably did. You know, 6 inches differently, and he's at the free throw line trying to, you know, win the game.
He was in foul trouble all night. That sort of put him. He only had 25 minutes.
Yeah, Tyreek did not have a great game defensively. I never am going to try to change him very much offensively, because I think he's a wonderful player. He's a great kid, and certainly we're much better with him in the game. So his foul trouble did definitely hurt us, but I don't think it was one of his better defensive games.
Ramon took 20 shots. Were you telling him to keep shooting, or?
No, well, we don't tell anyone to shoot or not shoot. We tell the open guy to shoot. We didn't share the ball great today, but again, he missed a lot of shots that he's been making. But we want the open person to shoot. But I thought that the 2 things that we could have done a better job of in this game was share the ball and just communicate on some of those switches where they, you know, got a couple of good shots.
Hey John, I mean, you remember those Delaware teams you played 10 years ago. I mean, those are some pretty good teams you played then back. I mean, do these guys kind of remind you of
Well, they're a good team, and they're like us. They're young. I mean, both teams have 1 senior, and yeah, they're going to be good. Yeah, I think their team is fine. They have quickness, and they have some guys who can shoot, and they have some strong guys, and you know, they have 2 guys who can play at a high level. That's Salle and Hayes.
John Galloway is obviously one of those guys who were missing shots, and like you said, the effort was always there. But what did you see from him as he was missing shots?
Oh, listen, he's emotional, but he's tough, you know, and I like his emotion. And he was getting frustrated, but, you know, that's a natural reaction. That's not unnatural to get frustrated when you're missing shots.
Now, forgive me if this has been asked before, John, but how much was the layoff because of...
Well, it was equal for both teams. So I don't think either team can use the layoff as a reason for winning or losing the game.
You good? Anything else?
And the layup, I know you wouldn't have that in your sleep.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple plays that almost could have had back, but we just didn't go out with it tonight. The next layup, like I said, Ramon was on. Then we had a lot of stupid threes, we was wide open, we just missed foul shots. There's a lot of this miscues we had tonight that didn't go out with it.
Well, you know, you guys had won 5 in a row, and you won 5 in a row pretty handily. I mean, most of those games, they weren't. You know, you won by at least 12 points in all those games. What was the what was the difference? What were you not doing tonight that you did in those winning games?
Like I said, I think we did everything the same. Like just had, like winning the main threes tonight. And that's been last 5 games. We've been shooting threes very well. We took a lot of threes. Didn't get a lot of stops on defense. Like the miscues we had, the layups and the dunk and missed foul shots at the end of the game.
Do you think the 9 days off had anything to do with the poor shooting performance?
I mean, it could have been because we had before the 9 days off, we was on the road. Everybody was comfortable in the offense and we was playing really well together. So we had 9 days off. We practiced, but it's not the same as the game. So it could have had something to do with it. But we should. They ain't gonna use that as an excuse. Delaware is a good team.